Got this big ass
Yeah,
belt, man.
we live
Hey,
on.
how's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing. We're definitely back with a banger, man. But right now we got my boy Black Horseman in the building. If you haven't, please go subscribe to that brother right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a great channel, man. He's put out a lot of content daily. So if you want your daily fix, you can go to him. You know what I'm saying? Right now, man, I'll wait till a couple people get in there, man. But how you been doing this week though, Black Horseman? Let everybody know, man. You been all right?
Yeah, man, this is good, man. It's, like you said, it's we was talking before the live went off, but it's just been a lot of breaking news this week. So yeah, just a lot to talk about, man. Definitely a lot to talk about. But yeah, man, just good. You know what I mean? Just every day is something new. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
just
man. Let's just jump straight into it, man. I mean, that's how we normally do. You know what I'm saying? And another fact for you guys that want to call in and stuff like that. The call-in feature should be, breaking news. The call-in feature should be available either next week or no later than a week after that. Okay, so next week or no later than a week after that. Okay, I'm working on that now. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. There's gonna be a 1-800 number you guys can call. You know what I'm saying? So you can voice your opinion here at Corey Lee's Boxing, because I know that typing gets a little out of hand sometimes. You know what I mean? It gets tiring sometimes. So you want to go hard with the phone call, we're gonna let you do that. All right, just keep it respectful, man, but we won't let y'all blow the joint up, man. But yeah, wow, man, let's just get straight into it, man. Gennady Golovkin has risen from the dead, y'all. He is back. And he's gonna face Canelo for the second time. And I've been hearing a lot about this fight, man, and what I've been hearing is that, and these are facts. What I've been hearing is that Gennady Golovkin took a 35-65 split for the second fight before Canelo got popped for being dirty. Okay, he got popped for being dirty the second time. All right, and when he got popped and he had to get suspended, and they try to renegotiate that same deal, Gennady Golovkin was not feeling a 65-35. He said 50-50 split. Okay. And then from what I'm hearing, Oscar De La Hoya, I think, well, from what I'm hearing, I don't see that this part I'm not too sure about, but the last part of 35-65, I'm positive about. But after that, the best deal that I heard of that it got up to was 37%. But like I said, he still said no to that. Gennady Golovkin did. So from what I'm hearing, my sources say that, I think they're are they having a fight at the T-Mobile? What's up, Actual?
actual facts.
What's up, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. What's going on? Actual facts in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He's fashionably late.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, it's all good, though. But yeah, we're talking about Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez 2. You know what I'm saying? So right now, pretty much what I was saying is a 65-35 split. Gennady Golovkin initially said yes to that deal, but then he later went down the line and said no after Canelo got popped for being dirty. You know what I mean? So after that, man, it was pretty much free reign, man. And, pretty much they were not trying to do that deal the second go around. So from what I'm hearing, Gennady Golovkin asked for 50%, you guys. 50-50 split, okay? Oscar De La Hoya told Triple G, in all intents and purposes, you done lost your goddamn mind, all right? And that's what the shit ain't get done, you know what I mean? But what happened was, a third party went in from what I'm hearing, okay? This is from what I'm hearing, man, from a good source. A third party went in. I don't know if it's the T-Mobile Arena where they're having that, and they put in the extra money. Okay, I guess the extra percentage that Triple G wanted, they actually came in and helped out, you know what I mean, with the whole, divvying the money out and stuff like that. So a third party, I think it's the T-Mobile Arena where they having it at. Maybe, might have been them, you know what I mean? But definitely a third party came in. But how do you guys feel about, this the percentage split, about the fight, man? We're back at it again in September, you guys. Fresh off of clenbuterol, Canelo Alvarez.
Hey, real quick, I was gonna say I was just looking up on Google because I wanted to see how much they had made during on the first fight, and Canelo made 5 million, and it said Triple G made 3. So I'm curious to know
On the
the
first
numbers.
fight?
Yeah,
Damn, that don't even sound remotely right. I thought Triple G made at least minimum 5. I thought Canelo made upwards of 15 million for the first fight.
nah, I'm looking at it unless I.
But let me shout out the chat real quick. Lawrence Williams, what's good, my brother? Black Ham TV, salute. Tim B, what's goody? Kassam, what's happening? Larissa Dana Johnson, what's Gucci? Brazy, one, what's good? The Mr. Unsubscribe, subscribe every day. Hey, yo, I gotta call y'all, but you know you said it be messing up, so I gotta give you a pass on that one. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Unsubscribe. That's what I gotta mess with you on that one. Alex Santos, what's good? Rambo number 9, what's going on, my brother? And FOG Boxing Talk, what is good, man? Shout out to everybody in the chat. If I haven't mentioned your name, sorry. We got you. We're in the building, man. Fresh Soul. We're live. We're talking about it all today. Every Thursday night, 8 p.m. You can catch us here, man. Go ahead and let it rip, Black Horseman or Actual. If you got anything to say, man, this is wow, man. We're back at it again. I thought I lost interest. I might have a little bit of interest left in me, man.
Well, I just looked it up. Even on another source, it's confirmed that Canelo made 5 in the first fight, and Triple G made 3. I don't know if Canelo got any back end money
That's
or
what
anything like that.
I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a lot of back end money, man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But like I said,
I'm just wondering if they're gonna make more in this rematch. Is that why Canelo's side push for it? You know what I mean, or what? But I was just kind of curious to find out what they purses was gonna be looking like for this rematch.
hey man, it's gonna probably be a little bit more, man. But actual facts, and Black Horseman. On a 1 to 10, you guys, man. We're gonna use the 1 to 10 system. How amped are you about this rematch, man? This is, mind you, Triple G, Canelo Alvarez would have been out of the month out of the ring on September. 12 months, you guys. 1 year. 1 year out of the ring. That's gotta affect his his ring his ring generalship. Just him in the ring, period. 1 year out of the ring, and you're facing Triple G. Your first one up, you're facing Triple G. God damn.
Well, Santos, is this and Corey, do y'all know if this is gonna be on pay-per-view?
Pay-per-view, my friend, automatic. Automatic. They gotta get the 100 out of you, my brother.
They ain't gonna get it out of me, bro.
So Corey,
sorry.
You were saying from a 1 to 10 scale?
Yeah, on a 1 to 10 scale, Black Horseman and Actual. How are you interested in this fight? 10 being the best that you're in. You're very interested. You can't wait. You're shaking right now that you want to see this fight. 10 being the greatest.
Mine's a 6.
Mine's a 0.5, man.
A 0.5, yo, get this dude.
I was trying to be generous, but I'm like, yeah, mine's a 6, bro.
Yo, this dude.
I said it yesterday, day before. I said it fucking 4 months ago. Fuck them both. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Damn, yo, that's how y'all feeling about Triple G Canelo, man? No love.
One is a alleged cheater, and the other is an alleged ducker. You know what I mean? So
damn, bro.
you got the duck versus the cheat.
He's a duck.
Dang.
When you put them together, they're just cheating ducks.
He's a duck commander. You know the duck commander company?
Yeah, there's a duck commander. What's going on?
Every time Triple G talks, you just hear that fake little duck whistle.
Tim B says a 3. Alex Santos, not Angel. Alex says a 0.5. So he had no minus. All right. Your brother had no minus. All right, Angel.
All right. He with me. My brother from another mother.
Yeah, he said my brother from another mother. Yo, all right. Rainbow number 9 says, can't lie, I'm very interested still. I know it's gonna be a good fight. He says, I'm at an 8. Wow. Pine Law 906 said minus 9,000. Yo, these fans, yo, they kill me, yo.
Gotta do like fucking.
Oh, this shit is too funny.
Like one of them got him.
Joe Lopez, what's good? He said this fight lost all its luster from the bad scoring and the failed PED test. Wow. Larissa Johnson says, Black, you are 100%, but with all the testing for Canelo now, can't we pretty sure he will be clean for this fight? Pretty sure you probably meant to say something else. But then, yo, so how do y'all think? Do y'all think that, you know, Canelo is gonna be for sure clean? I mean, 100% clean?
You know, WBC, man. I honestly don't know, man, because it's just like they said he was dirty, and then they come back and say this hair test shit, and say he's clean. I just think that they're gonna do whatever.
Hair follicles.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I just think that they're gonna just give Canelo a pass because they know that he's pretty much the cash cow right now. You know what I'm saying? And the money that he brings, you know, to WBC. So if he does, you know, do something, they might just slip. You know, might not even, you know what I'm saying, try to stop this fight because they need to get that bag. But
yeah,
I'm still picking Triple G to win a rematch. That's just my opinion. You know, yeah, I just think that Triple G is gonna pick up right where he left off, and for some reason, Canelo, man, it doesn't matter what he's taking. You know what I mean? It's not helping his stamina, bro. By the 4th, 5th round, the dude is already gassed out. Like every fight, you know what I mean? He's just gasses out, and I think Triple G is pretty much strong. I think even in that fight, you know, he was pretty strong all 12 rounds, and he was taking some shots, bro, from Canelo. So it tells you that he was in definitely better shape than Canelo because he was walking through shit and he was still, you know what I'm saying, being able to come forward and maintain the pace that he had in the beginning of the fight, in my opinion. So, you know, I feel Triple G, man, is just gonna step up the pressure, you know, and you know, he may lose the early rounds again, but he knows that Canelo is gonna fade. And I think that that's when he's just gonna jump all over him. He's gonna try to get him out of there. We might see Canelo go down for the first time.
We might see Canelo go down. Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that Canelo Alvarez, Golden Boy?
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, he's gonna go down.
I'm saying it right here on record on Corey Lee Boxing live stream that.
Let me make sure. Let me clean my ear out, yo, because my right ear is normally the good one. Hold on.
Canelo's more like rose gold.
All right, now what you were saying now?
Yeah, man, I'm stating it right here on Corey Lee Boxing live stream that for the first time we might see Canelo go down in this rematch versus Triple G.
Oh no! The Mexican fighter gets no love from Black Horsemen.
Yeah,
so how do you feel?
Ain't gonna help him in this fight.
So since you got that Spanish root in you, Angel Santos, who you going with, my brother, and how you feeling?
I'm going with Triple G, man.
What? No love for the Mexican Latino fighter? Wow, again? Wow. Damn, does Canelo ever get love? Will you ever forgive him?
Nah.
y'all some tough love motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, man.
What's going on, chat?
It's boxing.
Emmanuel says, Corey Lee, what's up with your boy Hurd ducking Charlo? I mean, nah, we gonna get on to that in a minute, man. But nah, I don't got him ducking, dog. Ain't no ducking going on. Joe Lopez says Triple G isn't ducking. He is just trying to get paid. Unfortunately, he has to chase after Canelo like a groupie to get paid. I think Triple G's stance on the business side of things was excellento. I mean, the guy really much. I mean, he for all intents and purposes, all but had a signed agreement with Billy Joe Saunders and was moving on with his career. Canelo Alvarez reeled his ass back in and was like, get over here. We're not going to let this one go. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I mean, that's what happened in my eyes. How do you look at it, you guys?
Yeah, I slept on that whole Billy Joe Saunders situation, man.
That shit was about 2 signatures away from being signed. All the initials were signed and sealed. Pretty much all the terms were signed and sealed. They pretty much, the big stuff was out of the way from what I heard for that fight to get done, and they were working on the intricate little things, okay? But it's still, you know, you still got to sign everything for the fight to go through with it. And fucking man, I don't know if you know, Oscar De La Hoya had some inside information, but boy, did he pick a right time to reel that motherfucker back in, my brother. What's going on, World Breaker?
And speaking of World Breaker, Triple G broke Billy Joe Saunders' world with that shit. But go ahead.
I know, man. That's fucked up. Cause that's another thing. I'm gonna get on that in a minute. How you doing today, World Breaker? We're talking about the Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G 2 showdown on a 1-10. What is Black Horseman interest level right now? Let the fans know.
Black Horseman or World Breaker?
World Breaker. On a 1-10, World Breaker, what is your interest level on this fight on a 1-10, man? They want to know. Are you interested? 10 being you're shaking right now. You're really interested. You can't wait. You're gonna watch every press conference. They're gonna do the world tour. You're gonna be waiting for it. How interested are you?
3 or 4. You know why?
God damn! No love for the fight at all. No love.
No, because this is why there's no love for the fight. These guys have fights that were on the docket that they ignored. They finagled their way into this fight. Triple G actually had committed to Billy Joe Saunders to fight and reneged on it. They don't want they are the best options for each other. Every other option for them is a catastrophe. It could upend their careers. You know, Canelo, his whole career is scripted, just like Triple G's is scripted. And so they're the best script for each other. They're both about the same size, relatively speaking. If they fight anyone else, they're exposed. So my interest level is gone because of all the back and forth and all the finagling and all the efforts they've done to avoid fighting.
You pretty much lost interest from all the wheeling and dealing that the negotiations went through. Let's be honest. And all the outside of the ring stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure from all intents and purposes, and it goes for you, Black Horseman, and you actual as well. Canelo Alvarez didn't help the case. I mean, he got popped for fucking a banned substance. And then he got proven not guilty. Do you believe him? Oscar wanted you guys to know for the fact that he did not get popped.
Dirty as a tampon.
Oh shit! But let me read some of these chats out real quick. Let me go to the fans real quick. Tim B says, Corey, how do you think how do you think Canelo will look off the juice? Or do you really think he will be off the juice?
54.
Wow, good question, Tim B. Good question.
Yeah.
What's going on, Cali Enigma? What's going on, my brother?
What's up, family?
Oh, we good, man. Everybody good, man. You already know, man. But we're gonna catch you up to date on what's going on, man. You came in at a perfect time. We're talking about Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G 2. Right now, you know, it was, you know, from what we're pretty much talking about is we want to know what your interest level is on a 1-10, okay? 10 being awesome. I mean, you're shaking. You can't wait for this fight to happen. What does Cali Enigma think about the fight? And are you interested? I mean, 1-10, 10 being the greatest. What are you?
I'm about somewhere between a 1 and 2.
Damn!
You haven't seen any videos from me, have you?
Fuck, man.
Hey, that's crazy, Corey. My shit was the highest. And I said a 6.
Yeah, man. I just don't.
Yeah, damn, yo.
And man, that's why I don't even really like talking about it because it's absolute BS. Well, you know what? The whole point was for them to keep each other protected from the other middleweights. So I mean, I don't even give a shit anymore. I mean, like I'm sitting here watching Canelo Alvarez really didn't want that Danny Jacobs fight, which is why he gave him 20%. He offered him 20%. Even the mandatory gets 25%. So, I mean, when you think about it, an 80-20 split, you know what I mean? You could at least offer the man 30%, man. And the fight probably would have been made. If you'd have gave him 30%, the fight would have probably been made, man. But he had no interest. He didn't want that fight. He gave him an offer that he could refuse. He tried to use that as leverage. Triple G, I give Triple G because he had been stupid most of the time, but he had enough awareness to realize, hey, he don't want to fight them guys either. You know what I mean? And he went out and actually negotiated. The Billy Joe Saunders fight was actually ready to go in October in LA. I don't know if you guys know that. That fight was ready to go in October in LA.
Which one was ready to go in LA?
Steve versus Billy Joe Saunders was
I knew I was just out. We didn't get on to that, but we was ready to get in. I'm glad you brought it up, man. Let me shout out to the chat. What's up, FOG? What's up, Vic G? MBT Boxing. What's going on? The Boxing Clinic. What's going on, everybody in the chat, man? Salute, man. But what I was going to get down and say,
link, man. Send the CJ a link, bro.
All right, go ahead. You want to send it to him?
Yeah, I'll send it to him. Yeah, man, because it's all crap. These guys didn't want. I mean, I know people get mad, and people think that when people look at us, especially us being black, that they think that we're saying it from a racial standpoint about Canelo. Like Canelo,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say what I think on my interest level, you guys. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna shit on the fighters, but I'm not gonna praise them either. I'm gonna side with the guys on this one, man. I'm not gonna give them a 2. I'm not gonna give them a 3, or I'm not even gonna give them a 4, man. I'm gonna give them a solid 6. You know what I mean? I'm gonna actually agree with Black Horseman on this one, man. This fight gets a solid 6, and it could get possibly better, man. We just gotta wait and see on how the promotion is and how the buildup is. And let's be honest, man. Come September 15th, our interest level will probably be a bit higher than it is right now. But let's be honest, man. We've been through a lot, man.
Level,
I wanted to say, go ahead, Santos.
Well, we'll raise my interest level if after the fight, whoever fucking wins, they let Danny Jacobs or Charlo go in that ring.
There you go.
Canelo fighting Spike O'Sullivan, Solopop. And he's fighting
I'm tired of hearing that guy's name, man. I hate hearing that.
Spike O'Sullivan is after Triple G gets robbed if he don't knock out Canelo. If he don't knock out Canelo, he losing the fight. We all know that's what's going to happen.
Before you came on, I said I believe this is going to be the first fight that we see Canelo go down.
Let's hope so. I hope so. That's one of the reasons why. But Canelo don't want to fight no Jamal Charlo. Neither does Triple G. You know, I think the Triple G gonna make this fight and retire. That's why he wanted so much. That's why he wanted 50%. That's why he wanted 45%.
So with that,
this is a swan song.
So with that being said, you guys, before we move on, man, you know, we got some other topics to get on to tonight, man. I want to know, right now, your picks right now. I just, for the fans out there, man, they probably want to know, man. I want to know who you guys got winning, and why. Actual facts. Let it rip, my brother.
I got Triple G winning by 8th round stoppage. They throw in the towel or the ref stops it.
Damn, Canelo. That you know what? I'm gonna talk about that after you're done, but Golden Boy ain't gonna be looking good. Go ahead, Black Horseman.
I got it. Not an 8th round, but I got it a late stoppage, man. I got it about 10th round stoppage for Triple G.
So you got Triple G stopping Canelo as well.
Yes.
Wow, that's 2 already. In what round?
10th round.
Okay, so you got Canelo lasting at least 2 more rounds more,
right?
Yeah,
I got him after the 5th round, him getting his ass beat to the point where they're going to have to stop the fucking fight because he's going to be getting his ass hit flush. So 10th round stoppage.
Go ahead, Callie.
Yeah, man. I don't know if I actually did a video. What is it, like 3 weeks back where I picked Triple G to knock out Canelo due to the fact that he won't have no stamina, man. And I think that Triple G will be willing to go to the body more. But here's the thing, though. I want to say this. It ain't out of the question. I'm going to say this. It ain't out of the question that Canelo drops Triple G. For the simple fact that Triple G not only got hurt by volumetric erosion, he also got hurt by Canelo Alvarez to the body last time, man.
Hey,
and Canelo never capitalized on that.
One thing. Here's one thing, though. Here's one thing. Let me add this. During the time of the buildup of the fight, Triple G was having his newborn baby. You know what I'm saying? All through that, and then he didn't even go. He didn't even.
That nigga got kids, bro.
Yeah, he got a wife, and a beautiful wife.
During that time, his
wow.
wife more than you know.
You think Triple G will be more of a killer now than he was then? Yeah. And let's be honest, all of you guys, listen, all of you guys got to take into effect. Got to take into in actuality that Canelo Alvarez will be out of the ring for 1 year when this fight happens. He will be out of the ring for 1 year. September 15th will be 1 year.
Corey, that's why point to Triple G having all the advantages.
Corey, that's why a few weeks ago I picked Triple G by knockout. I actually did it on one of my videos. I said, man,
and what round, bro?
I had it early in that because Canelo Alvarez tend to start gassing out around the third round, so I got a 6-round knockout.
Hey yo, I gotta send a special shout out to somebody in the chat. Man.
But I said if he doesn't get the knockout, Triple G's gonna lose on the scorecards. Not necessarily because he lost the fight, but that's just how Goldemore get down.
Hey yo, I gotta send a special shout out, man. Beating the odds with B, man. What's up, man? That's my boy right there, yo. Shout out to his show, man. If you haven't, they got a show every Sunday night that I'm on, that I call into every Sunday night at 7:00 p.m. Eastern time. Beating the odds with B, man. Eric, Robbie, yo, they let me rip on that show 30 minutes in a row. That's what catapulted me to do this show. That's what catapulted the whole Corey Lee, boxing.
All right, I just subbed in, bro. Salute.
Man, Beating the odds with Beef, yo. Shout out Beefs, man. And Beef,
I've already been subscribed to them. I just checked the scene. I'm already subscribed. I guess I've been subscribed.
Yo, Beating the odds with Beef, man. Yo, this is my peoples, man. Yo, that's it. What's up, Corey? What's up, Beef? Yeah, man. It's already my boy, man. You already know, man. You're welcome on the show whenever you want, man. We're just growing the show, man. And
that's your boy. Can he get a wrench?
Yeah, yo, you got a wrench, Beating the odds with B. I keep.
Why don't you send him a link, Corey? Why don't you send him a link?
Yeah, yo, B, if you want to jump on, man, I'll send you a link. I'm gonna send him a link. If you want to get on, you can. If you don't, I mean, there's no hard feelings. But I didn't want to put him on blast. I didn't want to put him on the spot like that, man. But man, Beating the odds with B, yo, that's my boy, man. I mean, I love to pick his brain sometimes because he's really high on this Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder situation, man, and he's just pretty much saying, fuck Joshua. They're not really, they're ducking now. But yeah, man. So you got him by 6-round stoppage, Callie?
Yeah, I have him by 6-round stoppage, man. I just see the Canelo gassing out. I mean, barring Canelo Alvarez finding some stamina, if Canelo had stamina, he'd win this fight easily.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe that. But we got to keep it 100 here. He doesn't. His stamina is part of boxing. Is a major part of boxing. And if you can't keep and maintain stamina, man, Triple G would have won if he'd have went to the body the last fight.
He got the same stamina as McGregor, bro. Yeah,
he should have did the same thing. If he'd have started off to the body, said it
terrible, yeah.
He gonna be sounding like McGregor after this fight. It's fatigue.
Why you gonna throw McGregor in the joint though?
It's fatigue.
You're fatigued. Fatigue hitting me.
I wanted to add, man, you got to look at how Triple G looked at against Martirosyan, man. He looked slimmer. He looked more trim, more cut up.
Right.
But more conditioned. During Canelo's fight, he looked kind of soggy. He looked sluggish.
Yeah, soft to the body.
Or he don't got he don't got that baby weight that he gained with his wife. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are, even if you're training, you gain baby weight. You know what I'm saying? If you got kids, you gain that baby weight with your wife and all that. That's a fact.
Well, we'll see what Triple G does this time. Like I said, barring some magic.
Okay. Beeb said, I don't mean to cut you off. Beeb said he in the car driving home listening to Corey. All right, man. That's what I said, man. But like I said, man, if you guys want to know like the journey of Corey Lee's boxing, man, it definitely definitely started with, you know what I mean, B Nas with B, man. You know what I mean? B's been very influential to my, you know what I mean, my career as
go ahead and give us a little. Hey, what did you say to get on his show? Like you said something in the comments one day or some shit.
Nah, it's just, you call in, but I just started, I guess like I was going harder than a lot of people on the show, and then you know what I mean. I just made it my staple because, to be honest with you, Biebs used to be on the Boxing Voice, and him and Ness ain't got into it, and me and Ness got into it as well. Long story, but then they started their own show. Fast forwarded, I followed them when they did their own show, and I called in, and you know what I mean. They just used to let me call in so long. I'm like, if I can talk 30 minutes by myself, dog, I know I can start a show for an hour a day, an hour once a week. You know what I mean? That's a show. You know what I mean? So that's what I was like. And then some guys in the chats, when I'm on there, they be like, Corey needs his own show. He's taking up all the time and stuff.
Now you almost hit 1,000 subs, nigga. Salute.
Yep, man. But it started with B Nas with B, man. Them my brothers over there, man. I never forget where I came from, But yeah, man. So yeah, get into this hot shit, man. The shit I've been waiting for all night long. It's the perfect time to get into it. Send your boy CJ a link as well, Cali Enigma. But right now, the most talked about
the CJ
right now.
I sent you a link, bro. Go check Messenger.
The most talked about fight right now in boxing, ladies and gentlemen, is Terrence Bud Crawford versus Earl the Truth Spence Jr. Wow, man. There's been 50-50, going one side, going the other side. I mean, guys, these are really bringing true fans. You know what I mean? And one guy's picking one guy, the other guy's really. If you talk to a Texas guy, 9 times out of 10, a Texas guy is going to tell you Earl Spence is going to run through this motherfucker like a freight train.
Shit.
Then when you talk to an Omaha guy, oh, you already know, man. But yeah, man, what's up, Red Glove Militant? But yeah, man, what I was gonna say is, how do you guys got this fight going? When will we see it? What's your interest level? How you feeling, Cali? Nick, we're gonna start with you first, man.
My interest level is high. Unfortunately, that fight's not gonna happen anytime soon. That fight's probably more than likely happens early 2020. That's my best guess, because here's the thing. We know that Errol Spence Jr. versus the winner of Sean Porter.
2020, hold on, yo.
Let me finish.
You got a technical foul for that shit, dog. Hey, Cali, you getting thrown out of the game, dog.
I was my conduct on Cali Enigma.
100, bro. I'm keeping 100.
You got Draymond Green on the show, yo.
No, I'm gonna tell you what. This is why it's gonna happen. Because first, like I said, Errol Spence Jr. is gonna face the winner of Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. And at the end of the year, that's going to happen for a unified championship. And then after that, it all depends on fucking Keith Thurman. And that's what Errol Spence Jr. said. No, Errol Spence Jr. said that shit during his press conference today. We're waiting on Keith Thurman, punk ass, to come back, and we don't know when that may be back until sometime in August.
Look, Kelly, I don't like that shit. I don't like that argument when a fighter says they're waiting on somebody.
Yeah, hey, Terrence Crawford said that. Terrence Crawford said the same thing. Terrence Crawford said we need to let the fight build. I'm just telling you, it's not happening until early 20. Terrence Crawford said that shit today. So did Earl Spence Jr.
They both said it's not gonna happen until 2020.
They said we gotta let the fight build. I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen until early 2020 for the simple fact it's all gonna come down because they want that fight for undisputed, bro. That's why it's not gonna happen until early 2020.
Okay, and real quick, Kelly, what is the procedure with? Okay. Errol Spence saying that he wants to fight Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. But under what rules, sanctioning body rules, do you come up under? What determines that? Do you come up, like, say he wants to fight, say he says, I want to fight Keith Thurman for his WBA. Does he have to go on the WBA rules, testing and all of that shit?
Yeah, he'd have to go under the WBA rule testing. He would. Just the same thing with just like with Antonio Jenner, if he decides to fight Deontay Wilder, Antonio Jenner would have to go through the WBA.
So that's the point I'm making. Is that You can't say that fighters are ducking you if you're not willing to go under that program to go after that belt. I just want to throw that out there, man. People got to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like ignoring that fact. Like you can say fighters are ducking you all day long, but when it comes down to it, if you want to face somebody for the WBA, you got to go into the WBA sanctioning rules and their testing. If it's WBC, you got to go into their sanctioning rules and their testing. So I just don't like when somebody say they waiting on somebody. It's just like if you
he's got to wait. You got to wait. We got to wait for Keith Thurman to come back because that's what Al Heyman want. They want Errol Spence Jr. to get all 3 belts because they think Errol Spence Jr. is gonna blow Terrence Crawford away. So they want Errol Spence Jr. to be undisputed champion. They don't want the other 3rd belt to be out there and then maybe Keith Thurman go sign with the Zone or Top Rank and some shit like that. You know what I mean? They want Errol Spence getting all those belts. No, I'm serious, and that's what it comes down to, man. I'm telling you.
What's up, Devon? What's going on, bro? Yeah, but yeah, man. Right now, actual facts. I need to know from you and everybody else on the panel, man. How do you break this fight down stylistically? I mean, you got one of the most. Let me get a little closer. You got one of the most vicious body punchers in the history of boxing, okay? Going up against a switch hitter, as Earl Spence called Terrence Crawford, a switch hitter. You know what I mean? Earl Spence told Terrence Crawford, I'm stronger than you. I'd hit harder than you. He said, I'm gonna for all intents and purposes, I'm gonna put you down. Pretty much is what he was saying. You know what I mean? I mean, let's be honest, man. Does this fight end in a knockout, you guys?
Well, who you asking? Santos?
Everybody.
You said.
All right, well,
What's up?
go ahead, Santos.
Does this fight end, for all intents and purposes, in a knockout?
I think so.
I
think so.
Wow. Man. Actual facts. Break this fight.
Did you hear about Chris Berry? Go ahead, Actual. Go ahead, Angel.
Oh, Angel, go ahead and break this fight down for us, man. Who you got? Why? Stylistically, how they gonna match up? I mean, you know what I mean? Let me know the pros and cons of each fighter, man. Break it down for us, Angel. I mean, you hit the punching bag, you kill the punching bag, for heaven's sakes.
And the thing with Crawford is we all know he has a good, that science, right? You know what I'm saying? He got that sweet science, but it can only get you so far against a fighter that can cut off the ring, that is just as fast as you, and is more powerful than you. So, he's gonna punch through his defense. He's gonna punch. Earl Spence is so strong. He punches through your best defense. He punches your arms till you get tired.
Wow.
Kell Brook. He punched Kell Brook's arms till them shits got numb, and he made him drop his guard, and he punched. That's how he's getting punched in the face.
I don't know about the Kell Brook, but I feel you though. You know what I mean? I definitely feel you.
Your boy Kell Brook about to retire, man. After he KO Khan.
Yo, if you haven't, you guys, if you feeling down, if you haven't been having one of the most shittiest days in the life, if you've been having one of the worst days of your life today, and you're just down and out any day, go to Cali Enigma's page right now. Definitely subscribe and watch the Amir Khan video he just did, man. That shit is hilarious. God damn. Amir Khan, why would you call out Terrence Bud Crawford and in the same sentence Earl Spence? You want all the fucking smoke.
So first thing, I could beat anybody in the world. People think that I can't fight him. Knock him out. Knock him out. What people didn't know, early in my career, early in my career, we know what to do.
DJ, yo, what's up?
So I made mistakes in the fight. And then after that, what happened is that you hit me in my chin, and then my chin, me get knocked out. That's what happened. Me chin was made of glass. It was.
But yeah, man, go check that out, man. He wants all the smoke. But in actuality, man, who you got, man, in this fight for all intents and purposes? How do you see his fight playing out?
Right now, man, I got Spence, man. I got Spence.
Ooh.
Until
Yo, Black Horseman. Yo, hi.
I see more from Crawford and him fighting a bigger.
Let me ask you this. I don't mean to cut you off. Let me ask you this. And this is for everybody on the panel. Actual, is Terrence Crawford a little green in the division right now? Do you think that maybe possibly?
Of course.
Wow, you think he's green?
Jeff
Terrence Crawford's green right now
in the division. Yes, he fought.
Wow,
Jeff, most unskilled out of all the welterweights. Come on, that's not rocket
What?
science.
Did you just say he's the most unskilled out of all the welterweights?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
Out
Am I next?
Out of the top
Black Horseman. You are next.
Out of the top ultimates. You mean to tell me Jeff Horn is more skilled than a Sean Porter?
Yo, but that's what I'm saying, though, man. I mean, damn, Black Horseman. This shit.
That's what I'm talking about. The top welterweights, dog. He's more skilled than not Kell Brook anymore because he's at 154. But
did you just say that Terrence Crawford is the most unskilled?
I'm talking about.
Oh, he said Jeff Horn is the most unskilled.
Oh shit, yo, Black Horseman, you had me thinking this dude said some crazy. I thought Suleiman.
I don't believe. I mean, he said, but still, that's still to me. I disagree. He said out of all the welterweights. So what do you mean, like out of the top?
I think he's talking about outside of the top 10, Black.
I'm talking about.
I think he's more skilled than.
You asked me. You said Jeff Horn was. What you said if he was green, right?
Yeah, I said no. Okay. I said it was Terrence Crawford. I said it's Terrence, for all intents and purposes, is Terrence Crawford green right now? That's the question I got for everybody. Actually, you said yes, he is. That's all you said.
What I said was yes, because he only fought one guy who wasn't that good. Horn was not that good at all. I mean, he's big.
Damn.
He beat Pacquiao, an old man.
What I was saying, Actual said was I was oohing and ahhing about him saying that Terrence Crawford is green, but some other people might.
Hey, I'm next, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm next.
Some other people might see it that way too, though. Actual.
My thing is he hasn't fought a skilled 147 guy. Horn was not a skilled 147 guy. He was a big guy that got a gift win against an old-ass Pacquiao. Come on, let's face it. Okay? Let's face that.
Well,
Clubber Lang says Crawford is on another level. Let me read off the chats before you go right quick, Black Horseman. Joe Lopez says Crawford just beat the guy that beat Pacquiao. Give Crawford some credit. I guess he was talking about you, Angel. Yo, Ronald Finkley says Amir Khan.
Let me say this. Angel actually likes Terrence Crawford.
Ronald Finkley says Amir Khan is dead. Did he put the emoji with the sunglasses?
Listen, you misconstruing what the fuck I'm talking about here. Okay, I'm not. Terrence Crawford.
Get my popcorn.
Of course, he's fucking skilled. He's the fucking undisputed 140 guy. Okay. But let's get one thing fucking clear. He beat
real shit.
Jeff Horn, who beat an old Pacquiao. That was a questionable decision. Let's come on. Let's be real. Let's be honest with each other, people. Okay? I'm not saying Terrence Crawford, he's very skilled. Okay? He's very, very skilled. But the thing is, we haven't seen him in there with a skilled 147 guy yet. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Another fight with him with the big 147 guy who's skilled.
So, Black Horseman, he just spit it, man. I mean, he had a lot to say about, Terrence Crawford, man. Black Horseman, for all intents and purposes, my brother, you're up next.
Yeah, man. Okay.
And it's okay if we disagree on the show, man.
Right.
With this Earl Spence, Terrence
I'm not an emotional fan
but
like
listen,
that.
With this, I'm gonna let you do the whole shit. But I just want to say this one thing. With this Terrence Crawford, that's why I wanted to get on this too, Callie. Because this Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, this is gonna divide a lot of, man, me and you've been picking the same fighters since goddamn 81. This is going to divide all that shit, dog. Because let's be honest, man. This is a 50-50 fight, man. And I love that shit, man.
But you know what? I've been saying that. I've been saying it's a 50-50 fight. But if you ask me right now, what you said, what you were saying was right now, who do you got winning the fight? I said Earl Spence by knockout for now. Wow. I want to see more from Terrence Crawford.
By knockout, too.
It's a 50 fight, though. It could go either way.
Yeah.
Man.
Shit, well, let it rip, Black Horseman.
Alrighty then. Well, let me say this, man. Terrence Crawford is the #1 pound for pound fighter in boxing right now. That don't matter. That means that it doesn't matter what weight class you're speaking on. His skills can translate to any weight, and he'll be the best. You see what I'm saying? So I rate him the #1 pound for pound fighter. He's the most skilled fighter, and I don't think Errol Spence has more skills than Terrence Crawford. As far as you saying him being green, I think that Terrence Crawford is the real deal. And I feel like if Errol Spence can beat Terrence Crawford, he deserves all the credit in the world. It wouldn't be no excuses about, he's just a 140 pounder that came up. No, every fight, this guy gets better and better and better. And he shows you and proves to you why he's the #1 pound for pound. This is no shade or hate on Errol Spence at all. If he beats Terrence Crawford, it's because he is the guy. You know what I'm saying? He's the #1 guy. So we don't know definitively yet what will happen when those two fight. But in my opinion, I think Terrence Crawford has more skills and he has more in his arsenal to defeat Errol Spence. I seen a good video breakdown by Blue Blood Sports. And he's giving the edge to Terrence Crawford. A lot of people are. A lot of people giving to Spence as well. So it's like 50-50 on both sides. But he broke it down how Errol Spence doesn't really make adjustments. And when you look at that Kell Brook fight, he did not make no adjustments. He fights pretty much the same way. He's a strong guy, solid jab, vicious body punches and things like that. Very technical. We all understand that. But when you're in there with somebody who's super skillful and can take away what you do to do good, can you make adjustments? And we have not seen that from Errol Spence yet. I've seen Terrence Crawford make adjustments in there. He's one of them guys that when you look at him, sometimes he won't do the same thing every round. He could do something different completely. And by the 5th round, it's a whole nother fight. 6th round, he walking you down. 7th round, you're out of there. You know what I mean? Errol Spence fights pretty much the same way. You know what I mean? And I have to see if he can make proper adjustments to somebody who's just as skillful as him or more skillful than him. And I don't think against Terrence Crawford at the 147 division, I don't think muscles and power is going to beat him. It's going to take you being a more skillful fighter than him. He's very smart in the ring. He knows how to tie you up real good. He knows how to move, and you talked about the Kell Brook situation. Kell Brook is not as fast as Terrence Crawford, and Errol Spence is not as fast as Terrence Crawford. Like, it's come on now. It's not. He's not. You know what I mean? Terrence Crawford is light on his feet. I believe he's a more intelligent fighter than Kell Brook, in my opinion. And he's like I say, ambidextrous. He has power in either hand, and he just has more tools, in his arsenal. So I mean, if he is able to stop Terrence Crawford, I would be very impressed. I wouldn't say, hey, it's because he's a smaller fighter because he's green. No, that I wouldn't blame it on none of that shit. I think Terrence Crawford is the real deal. He is the #1 pound for pound fighter. He is the most skilled fighter. Even Floyd Mayweather came out recently and said he's the best fighter in boxing right now.
What's up, Santy? I was just thinking about him today too, yo. Go ahead, though, Black Horseman.
Even Lomachenko.
You breaking that shit down good. Go ahead, Black Horseman. Go ahead.
Even Lomachenko, who a lot of people feel is the most skillful fighter in the game. He will tell you Terrence Crawford is that dude. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about taking nothing away from any other fighter, but skills pay the bills, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of them guys that you can put in the light of like Mayweather because weight don't matter when you fighting somebody with that amount of skills. All the people that Floyd fought, he pretty much was outsized. You know, you look at him against Canelo, you look at him against Madonna, Mosley, Guerrero, anybody you want to name. Floyd was always been the smaller dude, and he always found a way to get it done. But in this case, you got a guy who's not the biggest guy in the division, you know, in any division he's fought in, but he's got extraordinary power and extraordinary skills. And people just gotta, you know, give that man his credit, man. He's number 1 pound for pound for a reason. That's all I got.
Wow, bro. Man. Wow, man. Good job, man. That was a pretty good breakdown, man. Damn, that's almost as good as I do at Black Horse. Nah, I'm just fucking with you, man. That was really good, though, man. That was really good. I was feeling that joint. You got people in the chats feeling that joint, too, man. He said, I completely agree with Black Horseman. Go ahead, Callie. Callie Enigma, you there? Callie might be at work, yo. Yo, sorry for this big-ass pimple I got on my forehead, man. I keep checking that joint out, man. That joint
I'm good, man.
bigger.
I was just sent a message to CJ. He's on live right now. Boxing Clinic. I just sent him a message. But
you good? Yeah.
No, let me just say this, man. This is what I see, man.
Yeah, break it down, man. Let the fans know, man. Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford.
I'm back and forth between both. It's obvious Terrence Crawford has faster hand speed, faster footwork. I think that Terrence Crawford.
Hold on, before you start, Callie. Before you start, I think a couple months ago, before it was like a month or two ago, not that long ago. I want to say you picked Callie. You picked Terrence Crawford to win. That's all I'm gonna say, dog. What's up, Santy Walden? What's going on? We talking about Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, man. What's going on, Santy? It's been a while, man. What's up, SW?
Yeah, I picked Terrence Crawford. Then I switched to Earl Spence. Then I picked Terrence Crawford. And today I just switched back to Earl Spence Jr., man. I'm gonna be back like this. I really don't have a definitive guy with this.
Fellas, man, how y'all been, man?
What's up, man?
Santy? Are you
What's up, man? How you been doing, man?
Man, I've been doing all right. I've been doing pretty good, man.
That's crazy. You just think I ain't been seeing you. You ain't been really on live that much anymore, huh?
No, man, I ain't been making no videos.
That's what I'm saying. You fell off for a minute on the place of the earth. I mean, sometimes it get like that, though. I ain't gonna lie. I had my run-ins where, you know what I mean? I'm like, but, you know, I try to push through it, man. But sometimes you just got to fall back sometimes.
Yeah, when you got a few years in, man, sometimes you got to go back and reinvent, man, and
retool up.
Yeah, man, because it almost feels like when you're coming on, you're repeating yourself.
Yup, I can see it, yup.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to, you know, as far as with me, man, more of it's just family situations, trying to get certain shit in control, man, and make sure that I'm being responsible as a man. You know, this has always been I don't get paid off of AdSense. I always do it for the love, man. So when I come on here, everything that I say, man, is straight from the heart, man, and that's why it has so much emphasis. But I want to say I miss you, brothers, man. I really, every last one of y'all, man. I miss y'all to death, man.
We miss you too, man.
When I'm at work, I still listen to you guys, man. I'm still paying attention. I'm in on the discussions. I'm just not in on the discussions. I'm just not listening. I'm just not.
Yeah, you in your mind.
But I'm listening, man. I'm paying attention, man. And every last one of y'all channels, man, you guys are working your asses off. And I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm very proud of y'all.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that shit, man. For real, SW. For real. You on next, XW. Let's hear what Callie got to say. Then you're up next, SW, man. We're pretty much breaking down the Terrence Crawford versus Earl Spence Jr. mega fight, man. And Callie Enigma's up next. Go ahead, Callie. The floor is yours. Red carpet and all.
Yeah, this is why at first I went with Terrence Crawford. Then I was with Earl Spence Jr. and now I'm back with the Terrence Crawford. Now I'm back to Earl Spence. I'm back and forth between both guys, man. I think it's a 50-50 fight. But right now, I heard something today from Chris Van Heerden today that made me change my mind.
I was listening to him, yo, because he was talking about the tournament he was in, and something happened. I got a bad connection at work, and the shit went off. Somebody called me. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but he started that interview off with his tournament that he's in. He's in the WBC tournament, but I didn't hear the rest of it. What did he say to convince you, though, man?
So let me go back and just talk about Terrence Crawford. So Terrence Crawford,
okay.
Very skilled, man. Southpaw, switch back and forth. Very, very. He thinks a lot in the ring, man, which is what I like. You know what I mean? He's methodical. He takes his time. You know what I mean? But he's also aggressive.
I'll be right back. Let it rip, Callie.
Okay. He's very aggressive. Has a lot of hand speed. Great footwork. Just very intelligent in the ring, man. Has the ability to utilize his jab. You know, hook off matter of fact, throw hooks to the body, man. You know what I mean? He's just an all around very, very skilled fighter, man. And he does a lot of things great. But this is what I like about Errol Spence Jr. too, is the fact that he does pump that jab. He rips to the body, and long term, over the course of a fight, he will break you down, systematically break you down. And this is what Chris Van Heerden said, because I'm not going to make it long. I'm going to let my boy Santi Walden rip. He said, Chris Van Heerden said this. He said, look, man, I've been against guys who punch harder, who punch a lot harder than Errol Spence Jr. But what separates him, which allows him to beat you up and to hurt you more, is the fact that all of his punches are very consistent. He's very technical, and he just beats pretty much just said he just beats the shit out of you until you can't take it anymore. And that right there, from a guy who's a world-class fighter, you know what I mean? From a guy, Chris Van Heerden has real skill, and for him to say that gave me, that gave me a moment of pause for a minute. Like, man, okay, I can see him doing that to Bud, but I can also see Bud making Errol Spence miss badly. But then again, I've heard that Errol Spence has other skills that he hasn't shown yet. So I need to see someone make Errol Spence Jr. work harder, and then I need to see Terrence Crawford to get somebody else, someone of a higher competition, man. It's just too difficult for me to make a decision on this fight right now. I want to see these guys against stiffer competition, man. Even stiffer than Jeff Horn. I'd like to see Terrence Crawford fight Sean Porter or Danny Garcia, and if he could do that to them, then that's really make it tough. But call me crazy, I see Errol Spence Jr. beating the shit out of Sean Porter and Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia has a better chance to make the fight more difficult, but what I see right now is that's what I see right now. I see Errol Spence Jr. absolutely annihilating Danny Garcia to the body, who's very soft to the body himself, and also see him just looking at the way how Sean Porter never brings up Errol Spence Jr.'s name, and the fact that he brought up Bud's name though. He wanted to fight Bud. That's because he thinks Bud is just too small. So he thinks he's going to be able to go in there and utilize those football tactics and MMA tactics and beat Bud up. I don't think it's going to work out as well as he thinks it's going to be, though, to be honest with you. But he never brings up Errol Spence Jr. So, but I would love to see Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter, man. So if Danny Garcia does win that fight, I would like to see Bud face Sean Porter next, man. And I mean, they got to let him face someone of that caliber, man. I think it'll do Terrence Bud Crawford a great service to be able to face Sean Porter, even though Sean Porter's not a skilled, to be able to have to take on someone who's just as physically imposing as Errol Spence Jr. And we know that Sean Porter is very, very strong. Used to be a wrestler, man, played football. So for Terrence Crawford to have to face him is another way to get him prepared for Errol Spence Jr. And because I mean, without that, I've been on my boy CJ Goodfella from the boxing clinic, and I agree with 100%. I think that Terrence Bud Crawford is going to end up having to face lower level competition over on the ESPN side. He needs to be able to face PBC fighters, man. In my opinion, I think he needs to come over there and come over to this side. Bob Arum's going to have to pay. I know that's something that he didn't like to do, but if he wants to get Terrence Crawford stiff competition, real work to get him prepared for Errol Spence Jr., he needs to allow him to come over to Showtime or bring some of the PBC fighters over to ESPN and let him face those guys, man. Because if he doesn't, while Errol Spence Jr. is going up against the monsters in a welterweight division and they're all with PBC except Terrence Crawford, by the time they face, I mean, who do you think is going to be more prepared for a tougher fight? Bud Crawford or Errol Spence Jr.? So I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but I'm hoping that Terrence Crawford will get an opportunity.
My personal opinion is, Callie, I think that Terrence Crawford gets excellent work in training camp. I think he gets excellento work, man, for real, in training camp. And I think he gets pushed hard, man. I've seen some of the hills he runs up. I've seen some of the training he do. And I know Earl Spence. See, and that's another thing, man. These guys are so unique because they're both gym rats, man. This is a high level technical fight. I can't stress this shit enough.
I agree, though.
SW.
I do think the who you face is gonna matter at some point. Right now, I think that Terrence Bud Crawford, he's in a good position, but I would like to see him get an opportunity against Sean Porter. Sean Porter said that he would like to fight him. I think that Terrence Bud Crawford should push to get him over at ESPN. I think that's an absolutely good idea. I think that both fighters, I think that Bob Arum should call Al Heyman. They need to make that fight happen, man. It's good work for Bud Crawford.
SW, it's your turn, my brother. You've heard Callie, man. He broke it all the way down for you, man.
Right.
SW.
Was Callie finished?
Callie, was you done? Callie, you still
done, man. I'm done.
You still loading up?
No, I'm done, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I ain't want to fuck you loading up, man. I thought you let the full clip, man. Go ahead, SW.
First of all, much respect to the brothers, man, and shouts out to the LDBC as always. Smoke City Mobcast, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please tune in. I was not there yesterday. I apologize, man. Like I said, I got my own shit I'm dealing with here, man. But much love to everybody out here that are making boxing videos on the facts. Getting to this point in particular with you brothers, I agree with Black Horseman Promotions. I agree with the Cali Enigma. I agree with everyone. Everybody at the point, you can't really be politically correct on the statement of Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. because none of us truly know. It's about what man or what fighter steps in the ring at that point in time. Getting to that, I'm pointing to endurance. Endurance as an all. I mean, at one point in time, we had finesse. Finesse was a good thing. That's what Floyd brought for years. He was able to do it for over 10 years. And to beat down great fighters with finesse and at times just putting punishment on you and embarrassing you. Roy Jones did it for a long time. He did it with finesse and power. But the new age of the Errol Spence Jr.'s of the world, of the Jarrett Hurds, of the Jamal Charlos and Jamel Charlos is endurance. And what do I mean by that? Cal Brook, in my opinion, everybody doesn't have to share my opinion, it is the best boxer or was the best boxer at 147. The best boxer that Spence ever fought. That's why he said his neck was hurting after that fight. He had neck issues, dealing with the overall jabs and straight right hands. These are the fundamentals, family. We can't shake away from that. I mean, we love to see the knockouts. You like to see the loaded up uppercuts and hooks. They look beautiful on the television screen. But when it comes down to overall break them down, we have to point to the fundamentals. And you kill the body, the head will die.
Wow.
Conquers. He dominates and conquers his opponents. Not too much off the bright lights of finesse. I remember him getting rocked by Leonard Bundu. But one thing that I seen that stood out when Leonard Bundu...
Who got rocked by Leonard Bundu?
Errol Spence Jr. I remember him being rocked by...
He got hurt or brocked or what?
He got rocked enough for you to know that he was rocked. But he kept his composure. That's why I'm staying on, pretty much I'm staying on overall stamina, durability and stamina. And with that, I'm just, kind of trying to get to my point. It's simply this. I don't see anybody definitively stopping him. If you go in the ring against that man, you have to have your mind set on how you're going to knock this guy out. To go 12 rounds with him, coming from 140, knowing that you were stronger at 140 and you being at 147, you have to depend on more finesse. You have to depend on getting out the way. Your legs have to be dependable. Your reflexes have to be on target. Terrence Crawford is known to have been hit with big shots from smaller guys. These are things that we have to keep in the back of our mind. And you're looking at Errol Spence Jr. and you understand that he's no joke. Okay, everybody understands. If you ask anybody on this palette right here, on this ballot that we have, it's 50-50. And people keep saying that for a reason. Because you can't underestimate Errol Spence Jr. He's tough. He's a dog. He works with Blue Ray. Blue Ray does not have a whole lot of fighters. Blue Ray is his strength and conditioning coach. He also made a special appearance on the Smoke City Mobcast to explain the type of workouts that he does with Errol Spence Jr. And one thing that he said is there's no such thing as overtraining. I've never, ever heard that. I thought it was crazy when I first heard it. But when you look at some of the brothers that put the work in and you start to break down, God damn, this man was hit with a hard straight right by Cal Brook. Cal Brook rocked him with this. He was dictating with the jab. Cal Brook was the better boxer in that fight. It came down to durability. It came down to overall, do you have will? Are you injury prone? God damn it. Or are you strong enough to weather the storm? When I put this motherfucking stick on your ass, are you going to be shivering or are you going to stand up straight? And Cal Brook was shivering. He was looking for an exit out, though he was the better boxer. I'll keep saying it. Yes. Terrence Crawford in this situation, and let's evaluate it carefully because, as I said, and I don't know, we don't know. Okay, they have not fought yet. Terrence Crawford, to me, coming in here, being able to fight from the orthodox, the right-handed stance, to switch over to southpaw, to be able to use his jab, to like to use his jab, to set you up with certain punches. The better boxer out of Spence and Crawford is Crawford. He's the better boxer. But when it comes down to round 8, to round 7, okay, to round 9, who's still going to have it in him? Because though you can swing for the fences, okay, and be able to slap somebody with this beautiful jab, it might be able to cut on them, or you can stun them for a second, what have you. When he gets his composure back, can you stop this guy? And if you do stop Spence, how do you do it? And what type of risk do you have to avoid in order to get the stoppage? It's a dangerous fight for Terrence.
Yeah.
I respect the fact that he's not scared. I respect the fact that he wants to fight Spence. I respect the fact that he's went public to let you know on Errol Spence Jr. social media, I'm ready. What's the deal? I respect the fact that they respect each other as fighters. But what I won't deny at this time and age, okay? And I want to throw this in the pond too. As we sitting around, I'm talking about this. Ellis Landy Lord is a better boxer than Jared Hurd. But we seen what happened, okay? You watched what happened. This nigga was getting smacked with everything but the kitchen fucking sink. And man, break this man down, drop him, and take his titles. We're in the same book, my brothers, different paragraph. This man, high hopes, over top of the mountain, the new WBO champion over Jeff Horn. Who the fuck is Jeff Horn? Are you going to grade him next to Errol Spence Jr.? I suggest you don't do that. This is a bigger storm. All right? This is a bigger puncher. This is a guy that is a lot more dangerous. He's not going to give up when he finds out that your jab or your straight right hand is quicker than his. No, he's going inside. He's going to catch you with uppercuts and hooks early in the rounds. You kill the body, the head will die. So damn. I look and I evaluate this fight as a boxing fan. That's all I am. You know, I'm not these philosophers. I didn't create boxing, nothing like that. But as I'm looking at it now, year to date in 2018, and you look at these fighters and you understand what they can and cannot do and who's been exposed to what, you know, and how fast this man can do this and how long this guy can hold on to do that. Spence is the key guy based on rounds, durability, and being a
who'd you say is?
Junior is the guy based on experience. You watching him based on him being accustomed to being put in these certain situations. There's a reason why Mayweather kicked him out the Mayweather boxing gym. All right, after he gave Mayweather a black eye. Mayweather is finesse. Can we agree on that?
Man. Mayweather's one of the best fighters ever, man. And Earl Spence,
but in the backside of his career,
man, wow.
In the backside of his career, he was strictly finesse, right? He wasn't there to knock you out.
I think Mayweather was a perfect. He's what you call like the perfect fighter that learned how to resurrect his career and make his career last longer than your average career. Let's be honest. That's what the finesse comes into.
This is the thing as far as my point that compares to that.
Okay.
And you're absolutely right. I agree with what you're saying. This is my point right here. With Floyd had an extra career fighting with brittle hands due to finesse. And what I mean by that in particular, when I say finesse, I'm not just speaking about being pretty and all that. No. I can make it look like, nigga, I hit you with a stack of fucking yellow papers based on how the crowd reacts. And the fact that I can punch you like this and you can't hit me, I dictate this fight. Every time I put you on blast, I throw a straight right. It may not be the hardest punch in the world, but it's enough for you to respect me and to back the fuck up. He did this to Cotto. He did it to Canelo. He did it to all these guys. There's a reason why he was able to do this. Part was finesse, majority was skill and natural know-how. Okay? But when it came to Spence with sparring, evidently he embarrassed this guy so bad and hurt his pride in front of the people that dick ride him every day. With a black eye, he told Spence to get the fuck out of his gym. These are facts.
So look, let me break down some of these other ones too, though. Go ahead, though.
These are facts. And I want to put it, Errol Spence Jr. is a different type of monster. So is Terrence Crawford. So is Crawford.
That's what I'm saying, man. I feel like you got like a two-headed snake. Damn, they both can bite you. Damn.
Go ahead, Corey. I want to hear what you got to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. My point of view, man. All of you brothers' point of view, man. You know what I mean. It's been awesome, man. Like Santi says, and like some of you other guys say, there is no right and wrong when it comes to when it comes to both of these fighters, man. I mean, let's be honest. You know what I mean. You got Earl Spence, predominantly southpaw. You know what I mean. Goes to the body, rips the body, can go to the head, like Santi says, and break you down. And then you got Terrence Crawford, for all intents and purposes, the best switch hitter in the game. Let's be honest, you guys. I mean, when the guy switches up, I mean, it's hard to stop him, man. The guy's a beast. He's not to be fucked with, man. And when he switches it up, and he goes southpaw, he throws his opponents off guard because I feel like he's just as good southpaw as he is unorthodox, man. I mean, let's be honest, man. The guy's a beast. But does Terrence Crawford have enough pop to keep Earl Spence off him? He's got to have that. He's got to have that respect me power. He doesn't got to have that one hit. Get you out of their power. All Terrence Crawford has to do with Earl Spence is you gotta respect my punch power. You gotta respect it. I gotta keep you honest at all times. That's the type of power that that he has to have at all times. You know what I mean? Terrence Crawford, I'm talking about. You know what I mean? To beat a guy like Earl Spence, because for all intents and purposes, man, Earl Spence has walked through some great punches from Kell Brook. And Kell Brook's been known to keep you honest. You know what I mean? But it's just one of those type of deals, man. You got Terrence Crawford being a switch hitter. You know what I mean? Can that disrupt, Earl Spence? That's like I said, predominantly southpaw. I haven't seen Earl Spence switch him up as much, if not ever. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he can't, but he's predominantly a southpaw. You know what I mean? And I'm for certain that Earl Spence has never been in the ring with another southpaw just as good as him. I mean, let's be honest, man. For all intents and purposes, Terrence Crawford is just as good at southpaw as Earl Spence. But where it comes to play at is, does he have that you gotta respect me power? Does he have that? And I think that's the name of the game. I think that decides the fight. If Terrence Crawford can keep those dogs off him, meaning dog 1 and dog 2 or Earl Spence, he can get somewhere in that fight, man. If not beat Earl Spence. Because he might, like these guys said, man, Cali and a couple other guys said, somebody's gonna get stopped. You know what I mean? Somebody's gonna get stopped in this fight. Because my personal opinion is they're gonna both be coming. But what I love so much about Terrence Crawford is that he's a switch hitter at one, yeah, but he's a great counter puncher. I think he's an underestimated counter puncher, man. My personal opinion, man. I think he's an underestimated counter puncher. But I have seen Terrence Crawford get hurt by a 135-pounder. I haven't even seen some of the big 147-pounders hurt Earl Spence. A la Kell Brook. Kell Brook winning that fight. Junior, goddamn, fucking super middleweight. Super middleweight. And Kell Brook, for all intents and purposes, that night was a super middleweight. 167, 168. That dude rehydrated 20 pounds. Animal status, man. Y'all can chime in, man. We done with our thoughts, man. Chime in, you guys. I ain't mean to put none of y'all on hold that long, but we all started ripping, man. So
Corey,
with that being, huh?
Corey, the IBF don't let you rehydrate no more than 10 pounds the next morning.
You said, oh, for real?
Yeah. So
was that in effect? I mean, because let's be honest, man, some of those fights that Kell Brook was in, man, he looked way, way, way more than 155, man.
He rehydrated that morning at like 150, 156.
And
then by the nighttime, he was easily like 165 at night.
Oh, so they only let you rehydrate to that. Like, how does it work? Like that day, that night?
Go over 10. With the IBF, you can't go over 10 pounds.
The whole fight, like night and day, or what? Just the next day.
The next morning, like that Saturday morning,
Cali and Black Horseman and SW. How do you guys feel about that? About the IBF? You being restricted to fucking weigh in at a certain amount, man. How do you guys feel about that, man? I mean, they're restricting you guys.
I think that's fair because it prevents weight bullies from coming in the door. You see a lot of fighters, preferably foreign fighters, and I mean no disrespect, that are small and that are goddamn coming here small as shit on weigh-in day, and then the next day they come in there damn near 20 pounds heavier. You see Alvarez abuse that shit. Goddamn Nito Donaire.
Yeah.
Donaire, he did it a lot, man. And it was disgusting. And it's more so for a fact like, look, yo, weight classes are here for a fucking reason. They don't just do it for play so you can go ahead and have a damn advantage. Oh, well, I know if I can shrink down here to this size, I can just knock this bitch out like I'm his father. No. Fuck no. Okay? Weight classes are in place for a reason, man. And for 10 pounds over, 10 pounds over is letting you know, look, we're going to honor and respect whatever weight class this is. And you're going to respect it as well. I don't care what the WBO does.
You're pretty much saying that the IBF is going to keep you honest.
In so many words, we're going to keep you honest, and we're going to keep you to the structure of how the fuck it's supposed to be, man. Because a lot of these guys,
because isn't that the only sanctioning? Isn't that the only sanctioning body, actual NSW, that does that?
Yes. And I forgot all about that. He chimed in and said that.
What Fanon said, I don't mean to keep cutting you off, but what Fanon said earlier, or I think it was either Fanon or 78, shout out Fanon or 78 Sports, but they were saying that the IBF is pretty much going to do without that, from what I'm hearing.
Nah, I don't believe that. Why?
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that either today or yesterday. Y'all might want to do y'all research. But they have voted to do away with that, from what I'm hearing.
If it is, and I wouldn't even question what you're saying. I'm saying for the fact that it is, why would they take something away that's working? I'll put it like this. The only reason why they would do it for these other fighters to have advantages. The IBF, I believe, is one of the most strictest sanctioning bodies, period, that have a title, and you know that. They force you to fight your mandatories. This is a big reason, right? I want you guys to look back and see how many red belts did Floyd Mayweather Jr. own. How many did he? Go and look at that big trophy case. Not the WBO, family.
He didn't really have that many. Well, how many? Did he have a lot? Did he have that many? I mean, why? Did he have a lot? I mean,
the answer is fuck no. But the reason
why is that? Because he rehydrated?
No.
Oh.
Because IBF forces you to fight your mandatories.
Oh.
Fight whoever he wanted to fight. And that's why a lot of people were so pissed off and mad at Floyd, because he purposely stayed away from Undisputed and getting that fucking title because he did not want the responsibilities of what the IBF brings, which is you're going to do what the fuck you're supposed to do based on the rules that are strict from every division that comes from the IBF. And he fucking knows that. Joe Lopez. He lied in front of the camera and said, oh, you know, if you get 3 belts, you're undisputed. No, bitch. Not at this time, you lying piece of shit. No. You need all 4.
Santi, real quick, though, although be it they strict until you give them the money like Eddie Hearn did, because for all intents and purposes, let's be real, Errol Spence would have been the IBF champion 6 months prior to the Golovkin Kell Brook fight.
Actual facts. What's up, brother? I'm sorry, man.
What's up, my bro?
Man, my apologies, man.
Nah, that's all good. All good. I'm just saying, Errol Spence could have been the IBF champion 6 months before and beat up Kell Brook before Kell Brook would even fought Golovkin. But see, the IBF was letting them get away with shit like that because, you know, Eddie Sperm be fucking paying off that money.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
But only to a certain
extent. That money, the IBF is very honest until you start putting that paper.
Let me ask you a question, though, real quick, man. You said they're very honest as far as with the paper. So you're agreeing that they're strict.
They're strict until like you said, they make you fight your mandatories up until you gotta see them with that paper. You know what I mean? Like Eddie Hearn was doing, you know, because they were supposed to. Spence was the damn mandatory, like shit, damn near 8 months before the damn before you had the Golovkin fight.
But look, let me ask y'all this, man, because I know I'm switching topics a little bit, man. I know I'm switching topics, you know what I mean? But before it gets too long on the show, I want to talk about this, man. The Errol Spence. I mean, because let's be honest, man, we're looking past Ocampos, man. Black Horseman, I want to start with you, man. Does Ocampos have any way he can possibly win this fight, man? I mean, we're looking over the guy. Errol Spence, for all intents and purposes, has an opponent in front of him, you guys. I mean, we're looking past him. We're looking to this guy, that guy, seeing what's going on with his coaches, his teammates, but we're not looking at the guy in front of him, man. So, Black Horseman, how you feeling about the Errol Spence Ocampos fight, man? Does he have little to any chance?
Man down.
God damn, dog. So, I mean, like, how does the fight go? I mean, damn, man. I mean, no chance at all.
If Spence loses to this dude, he need to retire. If he loses to this dude, I seen some highlights on him earlier. The motherfucker keep his guard low. He loves the left hook to the body, but his physique, he just looks weak, bro. He don't look like a strong fighter. Defense is hella suspect. Man down.
Hey, Soto Carras look weak too. Hey, he put them hands on you though. Soto Carras.
But Soto Carras could punch though. This guy can't. He can't punch. He don't got no punch. He counter punches. He waits for you to land.
How do you know he can't punch?
He can't. I seen a couple of his fights. He's a counter puncher, and he waits for you to land into one of his counter punches. It's the centrifugal force of you landing into one of his punches. That's how he gets you out of there. He don't got that strength, that raw brute power to him come forward like a lot of other Mexican fighters with that quote Mexican style and come forward and put you down. He don't have that kind of power.
So, I mean, Ocampo has no chance at all to win any rounds, to do anything in his fight at all?
That's like a Duhopis versus a Wilder, or he don't got no chance. There's none.
Oh, damn, man. I mean, is this so? This is pretty much stylistically, I mean, you know, SW, is this a mismatch for all intents and purposes?
It's like you ever seen the Master P movie? I'm About It.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen that. That's a classic.
Do you remember at the playground when the detective put the gloves on for the little kid and he said, "Take it like a man or take it like a bitch. You're gonna die today."
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that.
Poking his ass right there.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
That's what this man El Chapo has coming. Okay, I'm sorry to disrespect his name. I mean no disrespect.
What's his name?
Chima.
El
Chima. They call him
Chino?
Chima.
Chino? Chima?
Chima. Some shit.
Oh man, y'all wildin', man. Come on, man. Ocampos.
Right. El Campos. Take it like a man or take it like a bitch. You're gonna die today. That's how it is. Exactly. Damn. And I hate to sound so brutal. I know you're like, oh, he's so vulgar. God damn it, that's what it is. This is a blood.
This is a blood. Yeah, I forget. You can't.
Back in the day, okay, you had people in robes, okay, watching motherfuckers get their head chopped off by bears and fucking goddamn lions in a dome where people cheered on about that shit. Okay, the world has always loved blood and guts violence. So don't come to the sport of boxing or a boxing channel where people are talking boxing and complain about the language that's going down. I'm not a school teacher. I don't fucking make pancakes for a living. And no disrespect to you. Okay? So you can get the fuck out of here and shove the church's money up your ass while you leaving, goddammit. Okay? Because I don't give a fat rat's ass about any soft niggas' feelings. I'm sorry. Goddammit, I'm coming back into it. You done woke SW all the way up. You done woke me up, goddammit. I was asleep. I was underneath a rock somewhere. You soft, pussy ass motherfuckers. I mean, let me say something quickly. Okay, let me say something. Well, this is my last statement. Here, let me say something. For all you punk motherfuckers, right? On my channel, this ain't got nothing to do with Corey Lee. This is not his stake. This is mine. Okay? They keep coming in my channel, in my comment section, making excuses for Anthony Joshua's fuckery.
Okay?
Just go ask Eddie Hearns and AJ, can you pipe them off? Solve it that way. I'm not going to have a conversation with you. Nigga, I'm not going to respond. Ask them how many dicks can you suck before sundown. You pussy.
Yo! Shit, yo!
I'm sorry.
SW, yo! Oh!
He spit that hot fire, man.
Damn, yo. So, yeah, I mean, while we're on it, man, you know, for all intents and purposes, man, you know, I know you've been, you know, keeping up with what's going on, but Black Horseman, I mean, so we didn't get your pick and we didn't know what round. Hey, let your mom know. Let your
mom. You talking about this Ocampo fight?
Yeah.
Spence? Man down. Spence wins. Spence by KO, third round.
Yeah.
So you said so man down. Like what round though?
Third round. KO. KO by Spence.
Hey, Black promotions, man. No, man.
You got it. That's just Black. I got that.
You gonna give him that much time?
First round.
No, he gonna
open in 30 seconds.
He gonna get his ass like he was caught in the motherfucking house with no socks on, fucking somebody's wife. He gonna get his ass beat a lot more earlier than that, man. Come on, man. Come on, goddammit.
Yo, why you doing that? Yo, but that's what I'm saying. Like on some real shit though. You know what I mean? Right now, man, my personal opinion is I think Ocampo's lasts at least 8 rounds, man. I think Ocampo's can, you know, give him a slugfest, you know, for, you know, as long as it can possibly last. My personal opinion is I think Ocampo's will show a good account of itself for as long as it lasts. Like I said, you know, I mean, for all intents and purposes, man, I think Ocampo's could probably do at least better than Jeff Horn did Jeff Horn had no fucking jab. And that's another thing that I want to get into since you weren't here on the show. SW, you know what I mean? I want to get your opinion as well, man. But I'm not for sure if I got everybody on the panel's opinion, man. For everybody that don't know actual facts in Black Horseman and Santi, man, how did you feel Jeff Horn looked in that Terrence Crawford fight? Did he look like a champion? The WBO champion of the world?
I think he did the best that he could do with what he had.
Damn.
Be honest, okay. Look, this ain't gonna be too vulgar unless I go the fuck off. But look, I think the little soft bitch ass motherfucker is too hot in the gym. This is why I'm gonna lose. Punk motherfucker was too. He did the best that he had with what he had. He felt like because he had the weight advantage and this guy was coming up. Look, this is unfamiliar territory. Oh, I'm gonna fuck this little motherfucker up. This black motherfucker don't know who he fucking with. Okay? And then he realized that the black motherfucker realized who he was fucking with. Okay? And by that time, it was too late. He was in round 2 by then. He said, oh, shit, man. Hey, man, you got any more Deer Park over there? It was too late. Okay? So as far as I feel about goddamn
Jeff Horn, let's be honest, man. Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao. SW, you're not gonna give him any credit for that neither.
Oh fuck. Are we really gonna do it? Hold the fuck up. Oh shit. Let me put my shit down, man. I'm about to roll my shit up. Hold on, man. Are we really gonna do that, man? Are we gonna do that? Corey Lee. Are we gonna do that, y'all?
Hey man, I gotta ask the questions, man. You know what I mean?
Stop. Even you know better, yo. We're gonna do that, yo.
Nah.
Bro.
Come, hey, look.
What's up, actually?
The scene, the 5 heartbeats when they was hanging bird out.
Yeah.
Look, I roasted the nigga Pacquiao when he lost, but I know better. Okay, he was fucked in Australia. He got fucked.
Oh, damn.
Jeff Horn is not the goods. That's why he got his ass whooped like that. It ain't like, oh shit. Oh, I had a cold. I had a bad back, and now my foot up like a goddamn what's that nigga name? David right, like him when he fought Klitschko. My foot was fucked up.
Who?
Right.
David Haye? That's one of my favorite fighters. You talking about David Haye?
Oh
His
man,
big toe was hurt.
Hey nigga, you gotta love Jones for these UK dudes.
But
You gotta love these motherfuckers, man. You gotta get that shit out. You American, goddamn.
Hey, Black Horseman, you hear him, man? They on it, nigga, man.
Yo, but my thing was Horn's jab
They
looked better in the
wildin', bro.
Pacquiao fight than his shit was nowhere in existence
Nah.
with Crawford.
I mean, so y'all don't think that's what I'm asking you guys right now. I'm asking you. Let me get Black Horseman. You've been quiet over there, Black Horseman. What's going on? How you feeling about Jeff Horn, Black Horseman? How does he fare up with the welterweights now?
After the loss?
Yeah, he lost. He took a L, but how does he fare with the other welterweights, man? Can he regain another title?
I don't know, man, but I seen a lot of people change up, after Crawford beat him. A lot of people was giving a good credit to, Jeff Horn. Saying that, he's going to be a problem in there. His style and awkwardness and everything like that was going to give Crawford some problems. And then after Crawford won, it was like, oh, yeah, he's supposed to do that. I was just like, damn, I seen a lot of motherfuckers change up, after Crawford won. I think a lot of people didn't want to give him his credit. But as far as Horn, man, sometimes when you take your first L like that and you really get beat up, what I mean? You never really the same fighter. So
you think so? That's what I'm gonna ask you. Do you think that his confidence level? Because let's be honest, you guys, for all intents and purposes, leading up to that Jeff Horn versus Terrence Crawford fight, Jeff Horn's side was talking cold cash shit. But he got a ass whooping from hell.
Hey, Corey Lee, what type of shit was he talking?
He was talking cold cash shit.
Oh my nigga!
From Australia. you down under.
From where though? From where?
From hell.
Hey, look, hey, the motherfucker got served up, right? He handed that nigga his hat, man. It wasn't lunchtime. He handed that nigga his hat, man. He knew what was coming.
That shit was awful, man. Damn.
They make me.
You know what? The shit fucked me up so much. You know the shit fucked me up so much, you guys, man. I ain't gonna lie. Is that Jeff Horn had no jab, yo. Jeff Horn he was just lunging in, getting the 2 to 3, maybe even the 4-piece sometimes. I'm just like, damn, turn this shit off. I mean, he just lunging in. And I mean, let's be honest, for all intents and purposes, after the fight, both his eyelids from inside of his eyes were black. That means he took a hell of a beating right up in here.
My thing was,
Corey, if you are a virgin in front of some of the best pussy you'll ever see in your life, you're going to learn the fuck right then and there? You're not. You're not.
Fuck? My thing
you
was,
might,
what?
as soon as you get up in the motherfucker, your shoulders is all stiff and shit. Okay? You ain't never had a piece of ass, okay?
But that's what I'm saying. But like a Jeff Horn, what I'm trying to tell you, actual Black Horseman and SW, Jeff Horn was one of those guys, like, listening to his trainer, man, it just sounded like his trainer was like, the guy just knew everything. Like, we know exactly what to do to
trainer smoked the meth off the record.
Yeah, man. That motherfucker looked like a fucking crackhead.
Nah, yo.
No, I'm not serious. I'm not serious.
But nah, he did look like he was on. So I'm being honest. He did look like one of the meth type you. I'm not trying to. Nah, for real though. For real though. I ain't trying to be on that man like that.
Off the record, goddammit. He don't smoke meth. Yeah. No, he don't.
But his trainer sound like he wasn't even saying nothing really, man. He was like, "Hey, you gotta do more." I'm like, "What? How about doing a jab? What happened to the fucking jab?"
Yeah, I feel like yo, Black Horseman. Though I feel like he could at least do the jab, man. I mean, whose fault is that though? Black Horseman, that he just looked like that. I mean, is that the trainer's fault? Is that his fault? Is that? I mean, how do we go about this, Black Horseman?
You know what, man? I think a lot of people sleep on Terrence Crawford's team. Oh, his team, man. Like, these motherfuckers, they know how to prepare Terrence Crawford for the opponent that he got in front of him. You know what I mean? And Terrence Crawford is a very skillful fighter, but Bomac and the rest of his trainers, and strength and conditioning coach and all of them, they get this man well prepared for the task that's in front of him. And he gets the job done every time.
Black Horseman, can you explain to the people how many trainers that he has in the corner when he's fighting?
I don't know how many trainers he got, but them niggas, they get the job done.
How many trainers who got?
It's 2. He has 2 trainers in the corner when he's fighting.
Hey, y'all, this is another thing too, man. Before we start wrapping shit up, man, I need to break down this fight. I want to talk about this fight. This is an upcoming fight, you guys. We will be talking about it more here on Corey Lee's Boxing. I know y'all gonna probably say I'm a crazy motherfucker for picking this guy, man. But as of right now, I'm gonna go with the underdog in this fight, you guys. And I'm gonna tell you why too, man. First of all, smash that like button. Please subscribe. I haven't said it all night. If you have to, man, I've just been listening, talking, and you know what I mean. But
notification. It's the bottom line. SW, smash that motherfucking like button. Please subscribe. You're missing out on some good shit. Goddamn it.
Yeah,
you missing out. Cheating yourself. You cheating yourself. You think you playing?
We will be going live for the fights this weekend. You know we're gonna be live. But listen, this is what I want to tell you guys, man. The fight coming up that I truly want to talk to you guys about, man, is the Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter Jr., baby. Yeah. Will Robert Easter Jr. be able to unlock the Da Vinci Code? Wow, man. Nobody's been able to yet, man. And let's be honest.
You going with
Robert, man. I'm going with Robert right now.
You always going against the motherfucking grain. You know that, goddamn it.
Hey man, I'm just saying I like his range. He's with a new trainer. Right now, I'm going with him. You know what I mean? Right at this second, if you had to, if you said Core, you gotta pick a certain fighter. You gotta pick this guy. You gotta pick that guy. I'm picking Robert Easter Jr. right now because of some shit that Robert Garcia told on himself. He was doing an interview. He was doing an interview with Barbershop Conversations, okay? And this was before the fight got announced, okay?
Right.
He said, listen, he said, you know, has Mikey Garcia started training yet? This was a week ago. This was a week ago. He was supposed to have been in camp. This is a week ago.
Okay.
Robert Garcia said, he said, you know, because, you know, Robert Easter Jr. has been in camp 3 weeks already. He says, oh, for real? Because at that time, they did not announce the fight yet. They did not announce the fight yet. They announced the fight the following week, okay? So this was a week ago. They just announced the fight this past Saturday. Robert Garcia told Barbershop Conversations that out of the whole week, Mikey Garcia, he said, I might have seen Mikey Garcia once or twice in the gym this week. And he wasn't working out.
Yo, Corey Lee, we know better, okay? These guys, these true elite fighters that are undefeated, that put the work in, a lot of these guys have gyms inside their home. More than less than anything, even outside of their trainers, they have other facilities that they can work out and get their craft together. And I'm not making any excuses. You have a valid point. That's a strong fucking point if you haven't been training. Absolutely. And I side with you partially on that. But here's the deal. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm sorry. You can hire a new trainer. But when he gets hit with a nasty-ass shot, he's going to defer to what he's comfortable with. That's fighting in the inside as a tall fighter, okay? Fighting these nasty inside fights, which is going to accumulate to a brutal stoppage by Mikey Garcia. Robert Easton.
Come on, bro.
Hold on, man. Robert Easton. Hear me out. Robert Easton Jr., I know you don't like this, is on borrowed time. If it wasn't going to be Mikey, it was going to be somebody else. And the sad part is, I want him to succeed. I do. Because he's to fight the other champions. But this is the thing. He can't shake the monkey off of his back of fighting a tall fighter, fighting short in the inside against people that can bang. Mikey is going to make him pay. This ain't the same walk. This ain't the same.
But you gotta understand, Santi. I feel like Robert Easter Jr. is long rangey. He's with a new head coach. He's got a new strength and conditioning coach as well. I think that this new trainer is gonna push him to the ultimate limits.
Let me ask you a question.
And he already has a head start.
I got one question.
on well known to be loose around the stomach area, Mikey Garcia, man. He didn't look ripped to the core against Lipinets.
Come on.
Let me hear what some of these other guys got to say, though. Hold on, SW. Let me see what he's saying.
Hold on. I got a question for everybody. It's related to what you're saying. Okay? For Robert Easton Jr., what is the number one criticism that you've heard from everyone? This is for everybody. Go ahead. I already know the answer to this question.
Go ahead, Black Horseman, in actual.
You talking about in regards to the Robert Easton versus Mike Garcia fight?
Yeah, Robert Easton Jr. What is the number one criticism that you've heard about him in the ring against anybody?
My opinion, I think Robert Easton gets hit too much and he doesn't fight tall, man. He allows himself to get on the inside a little too much with shorter fighters and allows them to take advantage of him that way when he should just be using his reach advantage.
There we go.
And his height, man, and it will be an easier fight. You know, a lot of these fights will be much easier if you had just.
There we go.
Black took the words right out of my mouth, man.
This nigga, man. There we go. Yeah, reel him in.
I'm not even gonna waste time. He said everything I was gonna say. So
he said everything you were gonna say. Well, I gotta say this, man. Robert Easter Jr. has never took a L yet. He's undefeated champion. He's been defending his belt for a couple times now as well. Like I said, at 135, I think he's the biggest 135 pounder.
Here's the thing, Corey. He's been fighting guys who've been coming up to 135 or is basically just
I think Trap Media said at Corey Lee Box, he says Cunningham didn't really make a difference with Broner. Vargas just got tired. I think Cunningham did make a difference in Broner. That's my opinion. Maybe I'm seeing shit, but I think he did.
He took a lot of punches.
Look, if you're hungry enough, you'll eat any goddamn thing, right? Okay. Yeah. You don't eat. All right. I'm here on the panel. You don't eat everybody's potato salad, right? You don't. Okay. But if you're hungry enough, you're gonna go ahead and fucking do it. This is my point right here. Okay. For Robert Easton Jr., with all the good training that he's getting from his new trainer. Okay. And like I said, going back to bad habits, if we're starving in the ring from getting your fucking ass whooped, you go back to the things that make you comfortable. And he gonna get knocked out that way too. They don't have a true game plan to stop what's coming because Mikey Garcia is too strong. And I think it's a lie that's leaked out here, me personally, that he hasn't been training. You know why? Because this is to put something in Robert Easton Jr.'s mind, in the media's mind, that Mikey Garcia does not take this fight seriously. And when you see the bell ring at round 1, okay, and Robert Easton Jr., his shoelaces start to get loose, okay? All right? And the dumpster can gets wide open for that uppercut or whatever he's getting. It's going to look nasty. This is the difference, and I want to mark it clear to everybody that's listening. Mikey Garcia is a fighter that plants shots 3 to 4 steps ahead. Robert Easton Jr. is a guy that takes chances and relies on his natural ability. Every time.
But look, Santi, this is what I want to add. This is what I want to ask Black Horseman, man. In actual, I mean, do you give Robert Easter Jr. a chance, you guys? I mean, goddamn, he's the reigning, defending IBF lightweight champion of the world.
I'm rooting for him, bro. I'm rooting for him, bro. You know what I mean? I wish him the best, man. But and like you say, he has his new trainer, Cunningham, and I will say this: he's more disciplined than Adrian Broner. You know what I mean? So maybe he will apply the game plan that Cunningham gives him more effectively than Broner did, because Broner, he might do it for a couple rounds, and the next thing you know, he thinking about, I don't know, rap songs or some shit.
Smash this like button and subscribe. But what I want to ask you, Black Horseman and actual and SW, but I want to ask Black Horseman first. What the fuck does Robert Easter Jr. have to do to beat up Mikey Garcia?
Stay on the outside.
Okay.
You use that motherfucking jab.
Okay.
All fucking night and counter with the right hand. And do not allow Mikey Garcia to get on the inside, because Mikey Garcia has a good one too as well. But Mikey can't be hit, you know what I'm saying? And I just think that Robert Easter needs to just stay on the outside, man, pump that jab. And if Mikey gets by that jab, nigga, fire that right hand, with power and speed, you know what I'm saying? And time. I mean, I don't know if Cunningham is working on this, but he needs to learn how to tie up, man, because I see some fighters, man, like Robert Easter, whereas they'll get in trouble and they don't know how to tie up, man. They don't know how to tie their opponent up, and they just allow, they either start exchanging with the opponent, or they just, just start taking punches, eating punches, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a meal or something, you know what I mean? So
do you think, that's what I'm saying. I mean, is it a possibility? I mean, anything's a possibility, but I mean, do you see Robert Easter Jr. just taking shot after shot and possibly getting stopped? I mean, do you see him getting stopped? I mean, can he stop Mikey Garcia, or will it be the other way around? Will there be a stoppage?
If Robert,
go ahead, Santos.
If Robert Jr., if he crouches down to Mikey Garcia's level, he's gonna get stopped. He's gonna get pot shotted and hit in the fucking face if he crouches down too low on Mikey's level. Now, if he fights tall, he baits Mikey to come in, set up some traps, get Mikey with body shots, feint like he's going high, hit Mikey in the soft-ass little bird chest body that he got over and over and over again all fucking night, man. All night. That's what he has to do.
Give what all night?
Body down till Mikey
no more. That jab to the body might be a good choice for him in this fight.
That's the perfect
Can
choice.
he? But listen, can he reach that Mikey Garcia's body without getting cold cocked?
He got the reach. He just got to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Got to use his leverage, man. You know, and stay behind the jab, you know. And he just got to fight smart, man.
Like Horseman said, keep his distance, fight tall, use his reach, advantage, use his height. Act like you're going to punch Mikey in the face, feint it, boom, right there to the body, to the bird chest. Boom, he saw.
I mean, let's be honest, you guys. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying to you guys, man. Mikey Garcia looks very vulnerable on the body, man. That body work just looks wide open for a motherfucker, like an undefeated world champion like Robert Easter Jr., you know, to come in and work that body, man. But this is another thing I want to ask you guys, SW as well, in Black Horseman and actual facts. Does Robert Easter Jr. have a better chance than Adrian Broner against Mikey Garcia? Against Mikey Garcia.
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, because he lets his hands go.
SW.
Yeah. Indeed. I'm here, brother.
Wow, you're saying yes too. So pretty much for all intents and purposes, if Mikey Garcia fought Adrian Broner 100 times, that fight will end up the same way?
Yeah, because of who Robert Easton Jr. is. We're not teaching no old dog new tricks. Robert Easton Jr. is comfortable in the foundation that he's in because he's been tested on a level to stop him from doing what he's doing. He has the physique to have the power punches. He has the physique to stop, to put them in compromising situations. He has it all. I want him to be successful as an American black fighter. But in the same sense, as I look at Mikey Garcia,
you gotta be a realist.
As a Mexican American black fighter, and I evaluate this correctly as I see it, I'm like, okay, Mikey has been through bigger battles against stronger opponents and made them look like shit through 12 rounds. Now, what highlights to me with Robert Easton Jr. that he produces half of what is some of the opposition that Mikey has already been in front of. These guys have been undefeated. Some guys have been prima donnas with padded records, and it did not matter. Mikey.
But let me be honest. Let me tell you guys this, and this is another reason. This is another reason why I think this will be a good fight. Mikey Garcia has been floored by 126 pounders. Okay, a la Rocky Martinez. You know what I mean? Floored. Okay, sitting on his ass. 126 pounders. Keep that in your mind, you guys. Keep that in your mind. Okay, broken nose by Salido. Didn't want any more after the 8th round. They quit. They didn't quit, but they stopped the fight. It was their choice. You know, they had a good, you know, they were the A side.
No.
You get those type of gifts.
Mikey Garcia punished Orlando Salido. Go back and look. He beat this shit.
I'm saying, but Orlando Salido had his moments.
Yeah, against Lomachenko.
Yeah, and then with Rocky Martinez, Mikey was severely dehydrated and weight drained. He was struggling to make 126 back then. He was really a 135 guy way back then. He was struggling to make that weight to 126. He couldn't do it no more. After the fight, he couldn't do it.
So if you guys had to pick right now, starting with you, actual facts, how do you see the fight going, and who do you got?
If Robert Easter been fighting away like Santee's been saying, and like we probably know he's gonna fight Mikey by stoppage, 8th round, probably by 7th round, man, because he's gonna fall into a trap. He's gonna crouch down. He's gonna try to come in, a la Mexican style or whatever you want to fucking call it. Mikey's just gonna catch him with a counter, and you're gonna piece his fucking jaw up, man.
Damn. All right, man. Black Horseman. Who you got? Why you got him? Damn.
Well, I mean, I think Robert Easter is going to come out sharp in the early rounds, man. I think he's going to probably win the early rounds, and but I think Mikey will come on strong. But what I noticed in fights is that Mikey is not as sharp and he's as when he get into the late rounds. So I think he needs to prepare for a 12-round fight. I think if he prepares for a 12-round fight and just fights to win rounds and make it a chess match, then he'll have a good chance, but he can't get in no exchanges with Mikey and all of that shit. He need to just be smart, man. Fight off the stick, apply jabs to the body. I think it could be a very competitive fight, man. Be honest with you. I think it could be a very competitive fight, and it might come down to the late rounds. There's a chance that he could get stopped or that it might go to the decision. You know what I mean? In a close fight. If it goes to the decision, I might give a slight edge to Robert Easter, man. I think Robert Easter is gonna really get it together in this fight.
Hey, Black
Take it
Horseman.
serious.
Hey, Black Horseman, Robert Easter knows how to keep a close fight. Let's be honest.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And he's never hit the canvas. He's never hit the canvas. The worst I've seen him hurt is when he fought Comey. He almost it was glove, I think, hit the canvas or something like that.
Oh, he got rocked for sure. Oh no, he was hurt.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I remember that's the worst I've seen him hurt. Right. He hurt him in that last round. So I've seen Robert Easter be consistent all the way through a fight, through the 12 rounds, and to be able to close out strong. But I've seen Mikey kind of fade in the late rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I keep bringing up how I was at that Lipinets Garcia fight, and Lipinets was able to tag him. That was in San Antonio.
Oh man, I'm thinking I'm listening to actual facts that met me at the MGM. I'm like, yo, did you know were they in there? Were they in the MGM?
You already know, nigga. I would have been with you.
Oh yeah.
I was supposed to go there. I was supposed to go to that one too, man.
For which one you were supposed to go to? Actual
to San Antonio.
You were gonna go there? You were gonna fly there?
Yeah, I had tickets and everything. I had to sell them because fucking work. So, but yeah, I was gonna go there.
Man, you were gonna fly, man. Damn, we're gonna here at Corey Lee's Boxing. We're gonna start, making some moves, you guys. I gotta get to these fights, man.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just my thoughts on that. I think that like in that fight, in that Garcia Lipinets fight, even though he knocked down Lipinets was able to get up, make some adjustments, and he had.
I think Lipinets had his moments, don't you, Santos? SW and actual. I think Lipinets had his moments in that fight, man.
Of course, yeah, definitely.
I truly think so, man.
He didn't win the fight, but I would say this, that he
ain't trying to budge it a little bit, man. Sometimes dude get tapped up, man. Let's be honest. Mikey Garcia got checked up in that Lipinets fight. I mean, he had definitely earned his money. I feel like he was able to hit him. That might. Yeah, I feel like he was wide open.
The fact that he was able to hit him consistently, I was like, damn, like, bro, you keep getting hit with the same shit.
Same shot, man.
Yeah.
Same shot. I think he was getting hit with that lead right. Damn,
it was bad. Like to see it, as a boxing fan and actually being there, I was like, why Mikey keep getting hit with the same shit?
Yeah.
As an elite fighter, you don't keep getting hit with the same shit. You make your adjustments, and you got to make your opponent resort to a different type of punch. You know what I mean? And so I have not really seen. I rate Garcia as a good fighter, good technical fighter. I don't rate him as an elite fighter, because I think to be an elite, you have to have great defense and great offense. You know what I'm saying? And but his defense, I see that he can get hit, and I think Robert Easter, being that he has the height, he has the the reach and everything like that. If he has the proper game plan and he applies it effectively and doesn't fall into old, habits of getting in exchanges and getting on the inside, he should be able to outbox Mikey Garcia if he comes in there with the right game plan. But we just got to see the fight. You know what I mean? But like I said, if it goes to the 12-round decision, I'm gonna give Robert Easter a good chance to pull out a decision. In a close fight. But if he falls into the old habits of trading with Mikey, it's gonna be an early fight, probably an early stoppage. Maybe 7th, 8th round, something like that.
Go ahead, SW. But first, Trap Media says Lipinets is much better boxer than Robert Easter Jr. at Corey Lee's Boxing. Lipinets had over 300 kickboxing fights and had never hit the canvas until the Mikey Garcia fight. Lipinets beats Robert Easter Jr. Trap Media, I'm going to have to successfully disagree.
Styles make fights, man.
Successfully, though. Key word, successfully. Go ahead, SW.
Yeah, what kind of shit was that?
I don't know, man. At Trap Media, man, I see you in the comments, though. You getting it in over there, dog. I see you over there, dog.
Dude, man, hey, it is what it is. But getting down to the nitty gritty,
yeah.
As far as the festivities with Mikey Garcia and Robert Easton Jr.,
yeah,
I look at it one way for a reason. I look at it as, the moment Robert Easton Jr. signed the papers, it's like, oh man, you done fucked up. You really fucked up. Because he could have held that belt hostage at least for another year and collected the back end of the check on that belt. And because he chose to be bold, I respect him for that. Because he did not choose to be a cherry picker and a bum like some of these other guys out here.
Do you feel like do you feel like Robert Easter Jr. could have held that belt a while longer?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Why not? Just based on the fact that he was out here taking care of business. He had his mandatory, but he had at least 6 months to a year to fight them. So there you have it. And on top of all of that, Robert Easton Jr., at this point, I will always respect him because Mikey Garcia is a deadly fight. And then sometimes when we look at fighters, it's like, okay, all right, they see something in themselves that
Hey, Santa, I don't mean to cut you off, but Robert Easter Jr. was, for all intents and purposes, you guys, he was asking for this fight. He showed up at the Lipinets fight, if you guys remember. Robert Easter Jr. was front row.
Yeah, I took a picture with that nigga. Yeah, he was there.
You went to that joint. Yeah, that's what's up, though, man.
Robert Easton Jr. is begging for this fight. Number one, the overall notoriety. To have the first loss on Mikey Garcia's record due to your hands. Number two, for the fact that he feels like he has the confidence to take over the task. What is the formula to beat Mikey Garcia? We don't know. We can speculate. We can look at both guys' sizes, their hand reach, how tall they are, and speculate about what we feel like will get Robert Easton Jr. the W. But we don't know.
But like SW, how do you see this fight going on, and by what? Do you see it going to decision? Let's be honest, decision.
A stoppage from anywhere to 6 to 8 rounds.
Oh, 6 rounds? That's it, 6 rounds from another champion defending?
He get clipped. He's gonna end up biting his teeth, getting knocked the fuck out. For the simple fact that Robert Easton Jr., like I said, I keep saying this, I'm gonna keep saying it. He can't shake away from who he is. Okay? Some people are filthy. They like to take shits at public bathrooms. They're some of the nastiest people. Don't wash their hands when they come out.
Yeah.
But that's
Black person actual.
That's what they're comfortable doing. Okay? I can't knock him. All right, he's just a nasty motherfucker. I just won't shake his hand. But for Robert Easton Jr., he reminds me of a person like that. You want to come into this filthy situation where at the end you saying, well, I changed the trainer, but obviously what they told me, it wasn't good enough because I wasn't able to get the W. Well, I tried to do this. You're going to get knocked the fuck out, man. All right? It's like a dope fiend taking his last hit. His last hit before he gets sent on to the county jail. That's what it's like, man. So I'm not calling him a dope fiend for looking like a fucking Ethiopian and shrinking down. Robert Easton Jr. needs to be fighting at 147, in my personal opinion. He's been stealing a long he's too goddamn tall. God damn it. If you ain't going to use your height against these smaller guys, why are you here? I've always disliked him on a personal level due to what he does not do for himself. And the knowledge of boxing and hold on. And another boxing, right? From the great Thomas Hearns, from the Muhammad Ali's, from the Lennox Lewis that we love to watch. I love me some Lennox Lewis. Height and arm reach has always been a beautiful thing. That means I can keep you at this distance and pepper you with shots until you collapse. Robert Easton Jr. has had that opportunity for so long, managed to weather the storm, not be beaten, and still be standing here undefeated. This is the last slice of key lime pie that he will be able to devour. This is the last slice. This is the last vacation. This is the last goddamn Nike slippers that you'll put on after a victory. Because you won't get your fucking ass whooped. You done knocked on the right person's door. And guess what? He's home and he wants all of the smoke. Everything. You want all that smoke.
Damn.
You better believe it, goddamn it. Yes.
Dante's right.
So listen, man. With that being said, wrapping the show up, man. This has been another great show, man. Every Thursday night, we're going to be here, man. You know, next week, I'm not sure what fights are coming up next week. Black Horseman, SW, actual. If you know what fights coming on, not this weekend coming up, but the following weekend. Does anybody know in the chats maybe talking right now? Nobody know the fights coming up the following week? I think that's June 29th. But yeah, man, other than that, man, you know, my personal opinion is, man, I think we touched on a bunch of subjects, man. We definitely touched on the Triple G versus Canelo too. From what it sounded like, you guys, for all intents and purposes, man, a lot of fans are losing interest. And I'm talking from hardcores. Okay, I haven't got casual fans, opinion, because let's be honest, for all intents and purposes, the casual fan is the fan that counts. I mean, we all count. Don't get me wrong. But a casual fan, I mean, they fall for a lot of shit. They fall for a lot of shit, dog. I'm being honest. So with that being said, man, we're definitely going to be going live Saturday night for the Earl Spence Ocampo's fight. Okay, it's a triple header. You got Fortuna on the card. You got Flores on the card as well. So we will be going live for all three fights that night, you guys. Actual facts. Let everybody know where they can follow you at, and and etc.
Yeah, man. Just follow me at Actual Facts Boxing, Angel Santos. I'll put up some videos when I can, when I feel like it, man. I'm not really. I'm really. You know what? You could call me. I'm a boxing channel that.
At least he's telling the truth, Black Horseman. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like a damn Steve Kerr, John Paxson. Like I make the assists. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them fucking boxing channels that put out a lot of fucking content, man.
Nah, I feel you.
I know my shit, and I say my fucking 2 cents because I mean it and I know it. Mm-hmm. And I just try to give you the best knowledge that I can give you, man, from my years of experience and shit. But me putting out content like that you're not gonna see it because I fucking work too goddamn much. Now, if I didn't work so much, yeah, you know what I'm saying. This is like the only off time I get is with y'all, and I choose to not do videos. I choose to participate in other channels. You know what I'm saying? Because making videos and editing, that's a beast, and I respect Horsemen and Santee and you, Corey, for doing it, because y'all, that shit's a lot, man. So
you already know, man. Thanks so much, man. We really
thank you for having me once again. Thank you for having me.
Man, you already know, man. You're always good over here, man. Just know that, man. You always got a home. Actual Facts, man.
Thank you, brother.
Definitely go subscribe to Actual Facts, Black Horseman Promotions, and .com for Black Horseman Promotions as well, you guys. I had to throw that in there too. He's got a website, man. He's ahead of the game. Corey Lee's Boxing has not got a website yet. What the fuck are you doing? Go ahead, Black Horseman.
That's all right. Holla at your boy. I can get your website, man. I create websites too, so you know what I mean.
Oh, you
get you one set up. Yeah, man. So definitely get at me on that. But yeah, man. Salute Actual Facts, man. You right, bro. It is hard work. Putting up this content day after day. Editing and doing what we do, man. So salute to you, bro. what I'm saying, for acknowledging that. Salute to all the moderators. Salute to the panel. Corey Lee Boxing. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this, man. I'm gonna go ahead and make my prediction, even though the fight ain't here yet. I'm gonna pick Robert Easter, man, for the upset against Mikey Garcia.
He's coming along with it too, yo.
For a decision, for a 12-round decision.
He just went 8 rounds, but now he switched up SW on you and
I said
you too.
Yo, wait a minute. Hold on, Black.
Oh no, he said, hold on. He interrupts.
Black.
Oh, interception.
Ain't your girl Hispanic?
Oh no, the girl.
Actually, she is Spaniard Ethiopian.
So she's Spanish. So
the mix up. She the mix up.
My girl is Puerto Rican. You talking about my girl?
She's the full Puerto Rican.
Oh, he talking about your girl.
She got a lot of different things in it, brother. A lot of different things in it. So I got to break it down to you. I'm gonna have to throw up like 4 or 5 different nationalities. You know what I mean? So yeah. But what's your point?
You gotta go with Mikey, man.
Nah. I mean, like I say, if it goes the distance, like I said, I favor Robert. But if he doesn't go stick to his game plan, it's gonna go.
Dance, break it down. Oh, you got it, you got it. But yeah, go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off, man. I was tripping over here. My bad, y'all.
You good, fam. But but I will be back with you, you know what I'm saying, this weekend, Corey Lee. You already know, bro. You got my support. So we're gonna hold it down this weekend, as always, you know what I mean, bringing you another banger and shit. And you know what I'm saying, we're gonna make it happen, make it do what it do. But salute to everybody, man, that showed the support. If y'all new to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe, support Corey Lee Boxing, man. It's one of the hottest channels on YouTube, without a doubt. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Y'all can find, like he said, my website is blackhorsepromotions.com, and I'm right here on YouTube, and my social media is right there on my homepage as well. So keep supporting Corey Lee Boxing, man. It's a good guy right here. I'm out.
You gotta go to blackhorsemanpromotions.com as well, you guys. Check out his content, man. The guy's got bangers for days. SW, the OG, what's goody? Let everybody know where they can follow you at.
Hey, I ain't that goddamn old. First and foremost, man, I want to give a big, huge shout out to my brother, Actual Facts. My brother, Corey Lee Boxing. My brother, Black Horseman Promotions. My brother, God damn it, World Breaker Fighter, even though he couldn't be here with us today. My brother, the Cali Enigma. My brother, God damn it, the Boxing Clinic and more. My brother, Lasso Boxing. We do this shit to death. We work our asses off. We deserve the credit. Please go subscribe to all of those channels. But getting to myself, shouts out to the LDBC. One time, baby. Shouts out to the LDBC. You gotta do it. Shout out to the LDBC. This is an LDBC goddamn predominantly hangout. We love coming in here and chopping it up with Corey Lee. We support this brother to death. And goddamn it, I don't care what he feels, he's one of us, goddamn it. He's already he drank the Kool-Aid, it's in his blood, it's running through him to death. He is LDBC. I don't care. He's stinks. Okay? And say Santee Wald said that. I don't give a fuck who you ask. Dude, just the whole course of everything, man. We love to sit down here as men and talk the sport of boxing with different views and everything else. This is not just for us. This is for the consumer. This is for the folks that don't have nobody in their house that they can talk boxing to. This is for the person that is interested in getting into boxing that has nobody to go ahead and rap to. This is all the more reason, as you see everybody on this panel, why you should subscribe to Corey Lee Boxing, why you should subscribe to Black Horseman Promotions, and why you should subscribe to Actual Facts, my brother, man. Why you should subscribe to World Breaker Fighter. Why you should subscribe to the Cali Enigma. We work our fucking asses off. Okay? And some folks don't do it as much. They do it when they have time. My brother, actual facts. Me, myself, I do it when I have time. But it doesn't fucking matter. When you come in here to hear facts, truth, a solid opinion, the breakdown of the sport, the fighters as a whole, facts, goddammit, facts, truth. You came to the right goddamn place. And don't you fucking forget to subscribe to the Bottom Line, Santee.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the LDBC. Shouts out to Corey Lee Boxing.
Thank you, man. Wow, that was a good one. Wow, man. Thank you so much, man. That was a good one right there, man.
My brother.
But yeah, man. This has been one hell of a show. I want to personally thank Cali Enigma, World Breaker Fighting, and you, Black Horseman Promotions, Actual Facts. Go subscribe to their channel now. To be honest with you, man, these brothers been holding me down, man. And whether it's a slow day, whether it's a fast day, we're here. Rain, sleet, or snow, sunshine, baby. We're here with any weather, man. But with that being said, man, we will be on your TV screen Saturday night, man. So I hope to see you guys there, man. All right? Well, you just been hit with another banger. And until next time, you guys, peace.
Peace.